you know when I'm getting ready to do these core jumps. And I've been using that, I believe it's called the Rising Sun Glyph, to jump within 5,000 light years. I'm discovering that there's a lot of base stations set up at that jump. That Rising Sun portal location has got a lot of base stations, and obviously a lot of advanced players that have set up base stations. So it's become a kind of a hobby, you know, to check out some of these base stations at that portal location. Because that seems to be a popular spot, and everywhere I go, I see all these base stations. And I mean, obviously some advanced players have set up some stuff. Check this out. I mean, this is a mineral extractor mine here that I hadn't even seen before. Going to supply. This is different from the one I build. It doesn't look the same. It looks similar, but I don't know. I don't think unless I haven't looked. I mean, the backside looks very similar, but this side doesn't look similar. Anyway, so that was kind of cool. And I helped myself to some ammonia while I was there. And then over here, they had a little bunch of nip buds, and et cetera, and stuff for your enjoyable pleasure and partaking and taking, if you so desire. Kind of cool. Not to mention the location itself. Check out that one over there. And I saw somewhere, I don't think this is the one, this Blackbeard. Blackbeard's got a base here. We'll go check that out in a second. I already checked it out, but I gotta show you, you know, some of these. So this is my new pastime, is to check out some of these base stations before I do my jump. You know, at that last portal. There's the portal I just came into, and there's bases all around here. Some of them are just, you know, regular, nondescript kind of places, and it's kind of a cool area. It's kind of obviously a toxic environment, but
incoming storm.
Where's that Blackbeard guy? Is that it? Yeah, Blackbeard's private keep over here. That was kind of cool. I gotta go check that one out again to show y'all. Blackbeard's place here. Down here we got Blackbeard's Island, or keep. It's got a message saying it's pillaged by Blackbeard. Got some messages here. Nice little room set up, right? Check this out. I hadn't seen that one. I don't know where that came from. That one looks with the skull. I don't think I've seen that one either. That's kind of a cool thing. And then, oh, there's a storm coming in here. But that's okay, because we're going from building to building here. And then got a terminus with the... I went to one yesterday that he had like fuel generator, and if you wanted to use the terminus, you had to put fuel in the generators because you didn't have no electricity on the site. If you wanted electricity on the site, you had to put your own fuel in the generators. But check out old Blackbeard here. He's even got a multi-tool archive here that's full of multi-tools. Some for the taking, I guess. He's even got a staff here. An S staff. It's free for the taking, evidently. All kinds of stuff in here. And multi-floors here, and it's kind of cool. Some of this, like, where'd these stairs come from? They're kind of cool looking, right? Even this whole design in here looks, I don't know where it all came from. The table looks familiar. Some of this stuff, though, I don't know where this stuff came from. What it is, blah, blah, blah. That one, that sign, I don't know. I don't think I've seen that. Cool stuff. And another little bedroom kind of thing here. Blackbeard's little. Very cool. So this is becoming like my new my new thing is to check out some of these places before I do my core jumps. It's because I'm noticing when I do that when I span that, what is it, the rising sun glyph, I put 12 of those glyphs, and that jumps me within, that, what was it, Scottish Rod that gave me that tip on YouTube. And when I do that jump, this last portal that I come to before I do my core jump stuff is lots of bases set up in that location. That seems to be a real popular location in whatever galaxy I go to. And it's like this is a very cool. I love the water and the little inlets, and I just like the setup. It's very cool. Very, very, very cool environment. Maybe a little bit on the hazardous side with the toxicity, but that's okay. It's just seeing these different bases and people's different designs and stuff, and it's very cool. Super cool. So I just thought I'd share some of that with y'all. That not necessarily going to share my jumps or anything. I'm currently in I don't know how I pronounce this. I guess it was Elkupalos Galaxy. Galaxy number 11 on the galaxy list. And what's this one here? Have I been to this one? I don't know. I don't think I've been to this one. Let's check this one out. Some of them got elevators. I don't think I checked this one out. I might have checked it out upstairs because it looks familiar on this landing pad, but from the upstairs side. Oh yeah, been here, but we went on the upstairs side. Oh, but I don't remember all this. This is very cool, right? Oh, this goes outside. Huh. Oh, we got sentinels here. Evidently. Huh. But yeah, these people obviously spent some time setting up these places. They're very cool. I think I remember the ladder here. This is kind of a glitch thing. Glitch build kind of thing, obviously, where you go up this ladder and you get to the top and then boom, it just pops you out. That's very cool. So see, now we're up on top. I don't know what that thing is. Hadn't seen that before, that glitch and separator thing. It's kind of interesting. Terminus. Got a nice little fighter jet spacecraft model there. And another short term labeled 0. I guess maybe it goes over there. I don't know where it goes. Let's see. I think it goes back down where we were. Yeah, good. Well, it's got another one over here. It looks like it goes over there to the water or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's one of those submarine docks. Okay, cool. Oh. There's a little thing there down there where you can go into.
Toxic protection.
Oh, you've got some. What's emerald? We got emerald there where you. I guess you could go feed those. Oh, you got a statue here. Very cool. Oh yeah, he does have a submarine there. That's interesting. I guess if you could call the submarine and go cruising around in the water here. Got some fish traps here. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna go cruising around in the water here, but check out his base here. We'll look at it from the distance here. Very nice. And I say him, but you know, could be her for all I know. Don't want to be making assumptions on people's gender and stuff. But very cool. Very cool. Onward. So yeah, that's become like my new kind of pastime thing. And this over here, I don't know what this is. It almost looks like one of them electromagnetic generator, multiple ones, you know, set up to power everything in the area, I guess. Maybe they got a community generator system. I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, that's Blackbeard's place, right? We already been there. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, that's Blackbeard's place. Okay, so those were the cool ones, those two. I didn't see anything else that stood out to me here at this location. There's a few other little bases, but they didn't even have landing pads. But anyway, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. So yeah, that's become like my new thing here is check out some of these bases before I take off and do my next jump, my next portal jump, because some of these bases are very cool. We already checked that one out, right? Whoever that is, yeah. Because these people spent some time putting all this stuff together. Yeah. And it's nice to see people's different design. Because obviously they spent some time putting it together and seeing the uniqueness of these different locations and stuff. Yep. So I almost wanted to go right around on that submarine and check out the water, but yeah, that's okay. I'm jumping from 11 to 12 on this one, and I'm headed for 16 because I wanted to see, you know, since this game 16 is kind of a prominent number in the game. So I can't wait to see what happens when I get to galaxy number 16. If there's something special going on there, I won't be disappointed if there isn't, but we shall see. For now, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to show you some of these. And on my next jump, when I go to the portal, the last portal before the jump, if I see any interesting bases, I'll make another video and give you a little perusal of that area too. It's just kind of cool to see some of these places. This place is very nice, except for the toxicity part, you know. It's and the Sentinel part. It's this is a very cool looking little area. I love the aesthetic look of the ocean front kind of area. Okay, well, I'm not going to wave at you because I'm inside piloting the craft right now, but have fun in the stars. We'll see you next time. So this is next time. This is before my jump. I'm currently in galaxy number 12, and getting ready to do my next jump. I already did the portal thing. This is the last portal at you know, about 5,500 light years away from my jump. And I'm looking around here on this planet, whatever it is, and checking out the bases here. Obviously, you can tell it's a different planet. It's got bubbles, lots of bubbles. But I didn't speak, I didn't say anything during this one, so I'm doing a voiceover. Because I found a couple cool bases here. You can see there's a lot of them here too. But I just landed at a few of them. I didn't land at all of them, but I checked out a few of them. And it was cool. It was cool. There was a couple really cool ones. A couple that were just very generic. But a lot of these decorations they use and stuff are not necessarily stuff that, you know, that I've seen a lot. That's why, you know, these people that do these final jumps, a lot of them are, you know, more advanced players, so they probably got access to some more advanced stuff, you know. Some don't, some do. You know, some of these are very generic. I mean, some of them, like, you know, that I would like to check that out, but there was no landing pad, so I didn't. If there's no landing pad, I usually don't bother. I thought that was a landing pad, right? Right. I'm trying to see. Is that a landing? Nope, that's not a landing pad. But yeah, the ones that have landing pads are the ones that check out. I usually don't bother, you know, landing on the surface to check one out. If they got a landing pad, then if it looks interesting, then I'll check them out. But you can see all the markers around here. Some of them are just markers. They just have markers. There's no base or nothing. They just set up the communication station, but there seems to be nothing there. You know, at some of them, like that one. There's a communication station there as a marker, but there wasn't nothing there. I don't, you know, with all the other ones around, you'd think, you know, why? Why put up another marker? Here's one that's interesting on the edge of a tippy top pointed whatever it is. So it got a landing pad, so I said, oh well, let's see what's going on here. Take a quick look. There's no electricity. A lot of them, they put those generators in there, you know, where you gotta put carbon. You gotta use your own carbon, you know, if you want electricity. I'm like, why? Why didn't you use the solar cells and the batteries? I don't know. To each their own, you know. To each their own. But there's one here that's pretty cool, and we'll get to it when we get to it. This one's okay. This one's it's a lot of decorative stuff. It's not but it looks nice. This bigger building is pretty cool. It looks like a lot of that salvage stuff. The stuff you see in the autophage settlements and stuff. I think they call that the salvage stuff because, again, no electricity. But this freaked me out because he made that thing huge. I have one of these, but mine's the default size. This guy resized it and made it huge, and it's like, wow, that looks a lot different when you make it big like that. There they are, the regular size. But yeah, he's got a lot of stuff around here. It's just decorative. These, but it's kind of like on the autophage kind of motif, I guess you would say. Just it's decorative kind of stuff, you know, not necessarily functional. But it's pretty cool looking. Spent some time putting it all together. You know, did a nice job at it. Onward. These bubbles are a trip. Bubble planet. Whoever thought that up, boy, they must have been getting into the nip. That's all I got to say. It's cool though. Very cool. Let's see, what do we got here? What's this one? See if I remember. Because I did 2 jumps today. Or is this the one that's the hotel? I think. Yeah, I think this is the one that's the hotel. It's pretty cool. I think that's what this one is. It's the hotel motel kind of thing. Resort, whatever it's supposed to be. And multi-level. You could almost get lost in the way it twists and turns and goes up and down, and some parts you got to really go all over. It's even got a bar set up over here, which is very cool. Of course, I had to jump over that was cool the way he set those up. The multiple spigots there to make it look like a taps, like beer taps. And then a little kitchen area, all set up, pretty cool. Then what that was in the corner, I have no idea. It looks like the head of it used to be someone's head or something. an auto fade shed. But yeah, these insides are very cool. Different and the beds, I didn't even know. I'll have to look the next time I set one up. I didn't realize you could change the colors. I mean, it wasn't too long ago. I figured out how you could change the sizes of things as you're building them. Not everything, but a lot of things you can change the sizes. See how he's got one door there that goes into some stairs, but there's a wall in between. And you're thinking, now wait a second, how do I get over to that other section over there now? And then I go up and around and through another door, and there's some rooms here with, little suites, and then another door, and then down and around, and there's that other door. I'm like, holy cow. I'm like, okay. That was interesting. But yeah, the insides, I don't know. I don't know what, I guess they're using the metallic buildings or what do they call them? I love the chairs. You can't sit on them, but you can spin them. That cracked me up first time I saw that. I mean, I actually built one time, and I went to sit in it, and all it did was spin, and I'm going, that's hilarious. A chair you can't sit in, but it just spins. And this was cool, the way he oversized the Wonder projectors and made these 4 globes real big. Again, no electricity, and he's even got a battery there. I think that's a battery. It's not a generator, so I don't know what's up with that. Pretty cool setup, though. The way he's got all the twists and turns and around and about, and they spent some time. These people spent some time putting these things together. And look at that. He's got 4 different landing pads there. Very nice looking. It looks like some resort hotel or something you'd see somewhere, you know? The way they put it all together. And just got a tower out in the middle of nowhere there. But yeah, these locations are very popular. Very popular. I guess because once most people probably figure out. Well, it's probably old news. I mean, I've only been playing the game a few months now, a couple months, 2.5 months, 2 months, a little over 2 months, whatever it's been, and these people probably knew about this a long time ago, and it's just a common area, kind of like everybody that knows that you can, no matter what galaxy you're in, you can put in that portal address and you end up about 5,500 light years from the core of that galaxy, whatever galaxy you're in. So it's a common area. It's like a common area, and then people just seem to congregate to it. Because, I mean, you can see all the markers, and there's bases all over the place. All spread out here. Every flavor and design, and it's cool. I like seeing what other people do with their the way they build and what they do, and it gives me ideas for when I start, really getting into it. I pretty much do a very similar thing on all my bases that I build. When I build my anchor bases, they're all pretty much very, very similar. Just, I just want to, it's just a travel point I just have one. That's what I'm doing now, because since I found out about the limitation and the number of travel locations in Terminus, I'm just, when I go to a new galaxy, I just build one base. I call it an anchor point or an anchor base, for that galaxy, a travel point for me to return to that galaxy. And then I right now I'm just jumping, trying to get to number 16 right now to see if there's something special going on in galaxy number 16. But I don't know what I'll do after that, whether I'll just keep going numerically up from there, or whether I'll jump around, because the highest one I'm in right now is number 20. And that was one because before that my highest one was 19, and that 19 was one I got through the anomaly. I jumped to one of those featured base stations in the anomaly, and it took me to galaxy number 19. And I figured, at one point I just said, I'm just going to go with my highest number, and so I went to number 20, galaxy number 20. And so that's currently my highest numbered galaxy, is number 20. I mean, supposedly they go all the way up to 255. So we'll see. You can, as far as I know so far, you just jump one at a time, though, So I don't know how high I'll go. But I got a funny feeling I'm gonna go until I discover that I can't put no more in the Terminus. and then I'll probably stop going to New Galaxies. Because if I can't, if I can't travel back to them, then there's no sense in continuing to go to New Galaxies, in my mind. I mean, I don't want to have to. If I get up to my highest number, say number 30 or 40 or whatever, and all of a sudden I can't add no more to the terminus, well, I'm not going to want to have to do 3 or 4 or 5 jumps, core jumps, in order to get back to one. I mean, because I can still build bases, but if they're not in terminus, I can't travel to them. So, I mean, what's the point? Here's another one that ain't got no electricity. But they got a nice message. I forget what the message is. It says, God bless you. Oh, there it is. Something, God bless, blah, blah. And that bad plant had to slap me around a little bit. I have to be careful because when I do this, I don't have any of my protection on. Because I take all that stuff out of my exosuit so it doesn't get destroyed when I do my jump. And I'm in my junk ship, so it doesn't have any. It doesn't have anything for as far as weapons and stuff. It's just got the basic stuff, whatever, because it's. The more that's in it, the more I gotta pay to fix it after the jump. So it's bare bones. The ship is bare bones, and my exosuit is stripped down to everything's out of it, and I don't have a multi-tool that's operational. So I have no scanner and I have no weapon to protect myself. So that's what I worried about. One of these days I'm gonna do a jump and I'm gonna be some animal that's gonna try to kill me, but I still have my jetpack, so hopefully I'll be able to get away from them. My jetpack seems to stay functional, and then I could call in my ship, So that's basically once I do my core jump, I'm usually pretty quick about calling in my ship. And I would be especially quick if I was being attacked. But yeah, this is my new thing when I do core jumps. I'm checking out some of the base stations, and I plan on sharing them with y'all. Yeah, see, I tried to use my scanner. Oops, yeah, I don't have a scanner. Duh. Because I have a broken multi-tool. Well, that's about it. Those are my 2 jumps that I did today, and that got me up to galaxy number 13. And I don't know if I'll do 2 again tomorrow or not, but I thought I'd share with you some of the bases I checked out, and I'll continue to do that. So, hey, y'all. Have fun in the stars. We'll see you next time.